Well, I think over the past 3 years, that's the worst half of basketball that we've played since I've been a head coach. In the second half, it was embarrassing. And we completely lost our composure on offense and defense. We got whipped on both ends of the court. I thought we played selfish. In the first half, the ball was zinging and moving, and we got wide open shots. Second half, we over dribbled, didn't play for each other, and we couldn't score the ball. And then we didn't get any stops. Credit to those guys, credit to NC State and their guards. I thought their guards outplayed ours. I thought they played a lot more physical, guarded them better in the second half, and we kind of just played right into their hands. You know, even though it was as bad as it was, we had the lead, 3:31 to go, coming out of the timeout. We missed front end of a 1-on-1, go down and foul, and it just turned into either them getting easy baskets or us fouling them. I think they went 20 for 21 down the stretch, somebody told me. It seemed like they made them all. So credit to their players and their team for sticking together. And I told the team at halftime, you don't win the game at half. You know, no awards handed out, so we got to play second half. And when we didn't, and that's disappointing. And we've let our fans down as well by losing an in-state game like this. Questions?
Steve, how would you describe that sequence at the end and the explanation that you received?
I don't know what happened. I know that Middlebrooks went baseline and made a play, scored, got fouled, and then I can't see that far down there. I don't know. I mean, they called double tag. You guys know as much as I do. I mean, technical on Middlebrooks and Diarwa, and that was Middlebrooks' fifth foul, so he goes out. They get to put a better free throw shooter in probably. He wasn't going to miss though. He'd been making them. And then Diarwa gets tossed, and then they threw Salas too. I don't know. I did not see it. I mean, I'm too far away to see something like that.
Steve, what's the frustration level with how you handled the first half? And it seemed like they played through some early turnovers because of the pressure, and then the way they didn't handle the second half.
I'm completely frustrated. I mean, I wanted. This was a big game for me to see how we would handle growing up from Florida State to NC State on the road. And I thought we were tougher than Florida State, to be honest with you. We just imploded in the second half. I'll take the blame. That's my job to coach them, my job to get them right. We were just completely discombobulated on offense. And credit to them. You know, they stepped up to pressure, and not the full court pressure, that wasn't a problem, in the half court. And they just bully balled. They bullied our guards, and we just kept over dribbling. Instead of, we kept telling them, drive it, look opposite, wide open. And we just did it. And, you know, it's not indicative of our players, but it's really, it's sad because, you know, we're better than that. And to play offense like that in the second half, it's not good, especially when you had a chance to go on the road and win a game, which we did. And we had it under control for the majority of the game. I mean, what? How long did we lead?
Yeah, they didn't lead until it was 70, 69.
Yeah. So it's disappointing.
What's the message to the team after the game, and what's the message tomorrow?
That's between me and them.
You mentioned the team was selfish the second half. What exactly made that happen?
I think I just said they pressured us, we over dribbled, and we didn't come off the ball. So then we coughed it up in traffic, or we forced up bad shots. We're not a bad shooting team, and we shot 33% in the second half. Now, you got to give them credit too. They played good defense. We just over dribbled. We didn't move it. If you move the ball against you, you get open shot. We got them, but we quit doing it for whatever reason. And so there you go. And then when you couple that with not getting stops on the other end or just fouling, it's a bad recipe.
Steve, they went 0 for 9 from behind, 0 for 8 behind the arc.
Yeah.
DJ Burns wasn't a huge factor today. Where did things go wrong defensively?
I have to go back and look. I mean, I thought they got inside of us in the second half. They got to the rim more, and we fouled more. We didn't foul as much in the first half, I don't think. I mean, I don't have his numbers got to the line 33 times. I mean, DJ Horn had a hell of a game, you know, and he made some tough twos, but we were going to give him that because they didn't we didn't get the rebound, you know, and so we got to have him on the court. We're just a different team with him on the court, and we know it, and that's on all of us to do better. But I just thought they probably just got easier baskets, you know. We either fouled or they just got to the rim. Middlebrooks played a really good game. He was very, made a lot of tough shots around the basket, plays hard, played in the league. I mean, you know, he's a tough player. I mean, he had a hell of a night, didn't miss. Pretty good night. Didn't really need DJ for that. And he still got 10. So I thought we did a good job guarding him, though. I thought the post double bothered him for as good as you can bother him, because I think he's a hell of a player.
Do you feel like the offensive struggles bled into the defensive side in the second half?
Without question, those two go hand in hand. If you're not sharing the ball and people aren't involved, then what happens? And you're not as engaged defensively. It's just human nature. And I kept imploring them to move the ball. Just wouldn't do it.
Anything else?
Steve, you said that the problem at Florida State was largely what you had. Game plan didn't translate onto the floor.
Yeah.
Were some of the problems today similar stuff?
I don't know. I mean, that's not really game plan on offense. That's just sharing the basketball. Period. Move the ball. Quit dribbling it. Quit over dribbling it. I know we're talented, but that doesn't matter. The ball has to move and share. And you know, I know Hunter didn't play as, you know, he sat for a while, but he's only got 9 shots. They had a hard time guarding him. And the one shot that he missed in the end was a hell of a good shot. He just missed it. We're not finding him enough. You know, we're overhandling. And so that's something I got to fix. I will, promise you that. But I don't think that's more game planning for offense. I really don't. I think that's just play for each other. I mean, we play pretty wide open offense. I mean, I'm not a hard guy to play for offensively, as long as you share the ball. It's not hard, and we didn't do it. And so that's why we have 17 turnovers. And again, I thought their guards were really good defensively. You know, Jaden Taylor's big and physical, and DJ plays hard, and Casey more so.